Okay, segment number 2 here. So we're going down the fretboard. So notice we're going this way, which goes down. Okay, so it's from the D shape, starting here. Okay, 2, 3, 4. So it'd be, and then from the D shape we go to the E shape, 2 root 7. Just going down we count backwards. So and then we go to the G shape, okay, which is root 7, 6, because it shares that 7 root. So now we're talking about that shared. So just stop here and look at the E shape bottom string is 7 root. The inner notes are the shared notes with the G box, and the outer note is the shared box with the D box. So that's all anything is in Caged, is what is it sharing with the shape to the left and the shape to the right. Going to the left, we're going up a pentatonic. Going to the left, we're going forward in the word caged. That's how that works, or a descending pentatonic. So we have the 7, root 7, 6, and now we have the 6, 5. Okay, so once again, the A shape is 5, 6. The 6 part is shared with the G box, and the 5 note is shared with the C box. So we go the 5. The A shape is 6, 5, and these are no play notes, but I'm using those no play notes. They're virtual accidentals. What does that mean? It means they're shown as black notes. They have labels on them, so I'm using those no play notes to put the labels for the string shapes. All right, so that doesn't mean that's the A note, but in actuality, guess what? The A here and the A here are the same. All right, and the E here and the E here are the same, so they're representative of the string shape. So this A really means 5, 6. This C right here really means 3, 4, 5. It doesn't mean that that is a note, that is a 3, 4, 5 note or something. This is a virtual accidental, which means this could be the key of G flat. So in the key of G flat, let's say the root down here, okay, the root in the second would be accidentals. They'd be black notes, but yet the middle is a no play, so they're virtual accidentals. They just represent the no play in that particular cage shape, no matter what the key is. So piano players like to see things in black and white like that. So remember that just because first of all, the letters represent the string shapes, so they're not inaccurate, and also the black notes just represent the no plays in that particular cage, and also in that string shape right there. So anyway, from the A shape, the 6 is the shared note between the G shape and the A shape, and the 5 is the shared note between the C shape and the A shape. So the G shape is 6, 7 root, the A shape's 5, 6, and the C shape's 3, 4, 5, and there it is. So everything in Caged is shared. Alright, so going to the left again, down the fretboard, the string shapes are going in Caged, but they're going caged backwards. So when we're going to the left, we're spelling the caged word backwards. So it's D-E-G-A-C, and that indeed is an ascending scale. D-E-G-A-C. Okay, so that's how that works. That's how cage works. It goes cage going to the right, ascending. So C goes to A, goes to G, goes to E, goes to D, and below C, what goes up from C is D. So we got, okay, so the D and the C share the 3-4, and the G and the E share the 7 root. There's the E shape, and there's the G shape. And you got to watch out for that minor third when you're doing the ascending scale, which is caged backwards. So you go from the E shape here, to the G shape. So the notes now can represent shapes. These notes can represent, so I'm going to take the squares off. These notes represent string shapes. What does it mean? Dusty in here. It means that for each of these, cages that we had squared off, okay, there's a bottom string for each one of them. So there's a bottom string for the C here, there's a bottom string for the A, 5, 6, there's a bottom string for the G interval here, which is 6, 7 root. Remember, G is no play, 6, 7 root, no play. So each string shape is surrounded by bookend isolation. It has bookend isolation, which is surrounded by no play notes. Each string shape. Here's the E string shape, 7 root 2, and the D string shape, 2, 3, 4. So these are the bottom strings. That's what defines the string shapes. Now all right, and we're gonna get to this part. This part's gonna get to us. What I've done is I've replaced. So over here we have C, A, G, E, D, and we got the C here matched there. We got the A here matched to there. We got the G there matched to this G. We got the E there matched to that lower string. We've got the D shape here matched to this upper string. And notice the upper string and the lower string are the same, so the banner can be on the top or the bottom. But because they're shared, I had to stagger them, put one on top, one on the bottom, so they could share. And then we have the top string is the same string as the bottom, because the pattern starts to repeat. But look at this. Look at that. Look at that string circle. It's really big. The thing is, let's look at this pattern stack, and you can see that the pattern moves over 1 fret, okay, every 5 strings. So how does that work, that we had the same string pattern on top and bottom? Well, look at the 7 pattern here for a minute. This is the E pattern, 7 root 2. And when we get to the top, if we made this a fretboard, if we want to make a fretboard a guitar, this is like a research project here. We want to make a fretboard. So there's our fretboard. But look, the top and the bottom strings don't line up, because it's all P4 tuning. So if you look at them by notes, you have the 7 to the 3 is a 4th, the 3 to the 6 note is a 4th, the 6 to the 2 note is a 4th, the 2nd to the 5th is a 4th, and the 5th to the root is a 4th. What happened to our 7? Okay, so this is P4's tuning. And by the way, when you go straight down, it's in fifth. So root to the 5 is a